The anticipation. 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course purple didn't win. Of course. Look at the odds and purple didn't win. Okay. So the extra $20 is going towards... Hi everyone. Welcome home to Living Simple and welcome to my second cash stuffing video. Last week you may have seen that we stuffed $320. This week we'll be stuffing a little bit more, $1,535. If anyone is new, hi, my name is Angelica. I run this channel along with my husband, Daniel. We are really excited and motivated to begin planning for the rest of our lives, living simply along the way. If you'd like to catch my video from last week or Daniel's videos where he's going through our actual monthly budget, I will leave both links in the description. So let's talk about week 1 cash stuffing. So obviously this has been something that I've known about, but last week was my first real week having this little white binder with me and all of the cash that I could use in there. So I want to say that it was really fun and different. It definitely made me more aware. Daniel and I went to Target to grab a couple of things, which we ended up deducting from our grocery fund. But it was so interesting actually acknowledging the total after the cashier rang everything up. And then having to like pluck out the cash. I was actually nervous for the part of where I'd have to like open up the binder, find the right fund, pull out the money, unzip it and zip it back. And I was like, oh my gosh, everyone's going to be staring. I'm going to be taking so much time. I'm going to fumble and drop something and it's just going to be a mess. It wasn't that at all. It was really organized and I was able to just pull out what I needed, grab the cash and whatever the change was and put it right back. It was so different. I remember pointing out to Daniel that I actually knew what the total was. I wasn't just pulling out my card and swiping, heading to the car, and then thinking about how I blacked out and don't even know how much I spent in Target. So really interesting, and I'm excited to see how long it'll take me to really get used to it. Another really tough department was food. I am slowly realizing more and more how much we spend on food every week. I feel like if I have a headache or I am not feeling good or I don't know, anything goes wrong, then I just want my comfort food, some pizza, I don't know, some Chinese. And let's just say I had to talk myself out of stealing some funds from a different envelope to feed my cravings. Okay, so like I mentioned, this week we will be stuffing $1,535. I think we have mostly 20s to work with, so I did have to move a couple of things around. But before we go ahead and get started, let's review the binders. Currently, I'm using this white little binder. This is what goes in my purse and I take with me at all times. And the blue one I'm not using right now, but this first one I am using for more of the long-term funds that I don't need to just carry around with me at all times. So those are my two binders. And then we have the coins here. I've been adding coins as I've been getting it. So we have a good amount here that we'll add to the larger bin a little later. Okay, let's go ahead and start off by counting and making sure we have the right amount, which should be $1,535. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have $20, $30, $31, $32, $33, $34, $35. Okay. So as you can see, we have a lot of 20s to work with today. Mostly 20s, 1 5, and then, 2 5s, and then $5 in singles. So this is what we're working with today. We're going to go ahead and get started with the blue pile, which are going to be sinking funds that stay home, which will be this folder. And again, these will be things like longer goals, yearly payments or subscriptions, anything that we're going to need in the future but don't need right now, and I don't need to carry it with me at all times. First up, we have our emergency fund for $500. Now, we didn't have this last week. Daniel and I have had a lot of discussions since last week, and we have decided that we really need an emergency fund. A couple of things have happened where we needed to pull money, and it really hurts every time we have to pull from our big savings account, which really is just going to be for our future home. It just kind of crushes us a little bit. So we want to have an emergency fund set out that we can pick at if needed, but that we don't necessarily have to keep pulling from our savings fund. So we have $500 for our emergency fund. Let's see. 1 2 3 4 1 1 2 3 4 2 1 2 3 4 3 1 2 3 4 4 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. So I'm going to look for emergency fund, which is a new one. So here it is in the back. And we're going to put the 500 in the emergency fund. Next up is car care, $40. So 20, 40. We'll go ahead and find car care. I'm still working on the labels for these envelopes. Sorry, that's new car. Looking for car care. Here it is. So I'm still looking for labels for these. I kind of forgot, and again, was trying not to spend money last week, so I didn't even look into anything. I'll probably do that this weekend, later today, try to find something that could work. We're putting $40 in car care. We skipped this last week, so this will be the first $40 there. And we're moving on. Next up is the expected. Okay, so the expected is just kind of subscriptions and things that are bunched together. So you'll see the total is $72. And if we want to break that down, it's saving for our car inspections, our car registrations, our tax filings, our vidIQ membership, and our Descript membership. So in total, it's $72 that will be deducted every month. You'll see it has a little star, which means that this is something, again, that will be the same every month. And you may notice that I wrote an extra $8, and that's really because we have too many 20s, and I wasn't able to break it down to be exactly 72. So it gets an extra $8 this month. $20, $40, $60, $80. Okay, so $80 is going to be expected. This is a new folder, a new envelope. So here it is all the way in the back, adding $80. Next up is Bachelorette, $300. I am going to a bachelorette in Vegas the week of 4th of July, and it's probably going to get a little pricey. My goal is to budget at least $1,000 for this. So we're going to be taking out $300 for this week. 1 2 3 4 1 1 2 3 4 2 1 2 3 4 3. And it's a large amount, again, because it is at the end of June, and I'll most likely have to spend money to buy the flight and reserve a couple other things that we're going to be doing as a group ahead of time. So this is going to my bachelorette envelope. Here it is. Okay, $300 going towards that. The last one we have is rent for $200. Here that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Perfect. Right on the money. Pun intended. Okay. So rent will also be cash stuffing weekly so that that can be paid monthly. There, that is. Now we're going to be moving on to the purple pile. So I'll go ahead and put this away. And again, purple is the sinking funds that I keep with me personally at all times. So it's just in case I see something cute for a fun gift or groceries. You never know when you need to run to the store to grab something or you want to try a new recipe or anything like that. And then of course, the personal fund that Daniel and I will have to spend on whatever we'd like, as well as food and entertainment. So that sort of thing. So we'll get started. First, we have my personal fund, which is going to be reserving $40. 20, 40. So I'll go ahead and open this up. And where are you? Here you are. So as you can see, I spent what I had in there last week. Surprise, surprise. We'll see how long the $40 will last me this week. Next up is going to be groceries, $155. So this is for the week. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, 120, 140, 145, 150, 151, 52, 53, 54, $155. So this is going to be going to groceries. So I'll go ahead and find this here. Here is groceries. Perfect. Next up, we have Daniel's personal fund. So that's $40, 20, and 40. And I think I saw his name over here. Okay. Again, Daniel spent whatever he had. So Daniel's $40. Eating out is going to be $60 for this week, which is probably only one meal. $20, $40, and $60. We'll go ahead and find eating out, which is a new category. Regardless, it would still be empty, but it's a new category, so that is the real reason why it's empty. We do have an entertainment one, which I don't think we're allotting anything to this week, but eating out is for food and dinner, and entertainment is more for like drinks and activities. Last week we used it for bowling, and that was really fun. Daniel beat me really bad. I think I have some pictures and maybe even a video, so I'll post whatever I have on that. And there was one funny part, actually. He'll probably hate me for saying this, but I guess he was like really into it, and they also released new shoes, bowling shoes. So it was the first time that we wore those, but they were less slippery. And it's funny that I say less slippery because what happened is that Daniel slipped and he ended up tossing the ball in our neighbor's lane and getting a straight gutter. So that was funny, and he said he was embarrassed, but it was okay. We kind of apologized and made a joke about it, and they were good sports, so it was fine. It worked out. Okay, and last up we have Daniel's gas, $40. So that's 20, and this is 40. So we'll find Daniel's gas. Here it is. And I don't have a gas fund this week because I work pretty close, and I don't think that I'm going to need to fill up this week. So it's a nice luxury. But that is why I don't need a gas fund this week. Okay, so that is the 40. And then we have the yellow, which is the bonus round. So I kind of came up with this like 5 minutes before filming, and I knew that I was going to have some funds left over, and so I was thinking about how to allot it. If you didn't see last week's video, then you don't know that I had a random $20 that was left over, and I had no idea why halfway through filming. And so I ended up just kind of creating a quick game to allot it to a random fund. And I actually really enjoyed it. So now it's going to be my tradition, and I'm going to allot something every week. So for the bonus round this week, we are playing with $80 is what we had left. Now, to be completely honest, I did mention the emergency fund that we allotted $500 to. We really want to take care of that as soon as possible. So a good chunk of this extra $80 is actually going to be going to... That was horrible. That's better. Spoiler! The emergency fund. An extra $60 will be going towards our emergency fund. Now, emergency fund is actually over here. So I'm going to quickly, oh, perfect, turned right to it. Going to find this, and I'm going to add an extra $60. 20, 40, 60. Okay, so $60 is going to the emergency fund, and our next card is the last $20, and we see that we're going to play the game, and this is going to be actually the same game that we played last week. So we'll go ahead and grab what we need. The game will require 6 different random sinking funds. Let's go ahead and combine all of these. We have the personal, groceries, eating out, gas, combined with rent, which we probably won't need to include just because it's going to be the perfect amount if we budget weekly. My bachelorette, that'd be nice. The expected, which again, we budget pretty well, so we don't need to include that. Car care and the emergency fund. So I am going to randomly mix them, and then the first 6 that come up will be what is chosen for the 6 spots. Okay, perfect. All right. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. And if you remember, the blues are the ones that stay longer. It's like the future payments, goals or subscriptions, things like that. And purple is the sinking funds that I keep with me personally. So of course, I'm rooting for the purple. Okay, so last week we used this. We're gonna go ahead and use it again. Whatever number it lands on, from 1 to 6, will be what we choose. Again, cards are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in my head. We'll go ahead and shake it just to make it fair. Looks like it's currently on a 3. I'll put it down and we'll see what it will jump to. I like getting it, making it go in the middle. Oh gosh, I didn't even click it hard enough. The anticipation. 4, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, purple didn't win. Of course, look at the odds, and purple didn't win. Okay, so the extra $20 is going towards car care. Daniel is going to be so happy about this, and that kind of annoys me. Whatever. Okay, car care is in the here in this one. Again, we already allotted $40, so now we have $60 in car care. Oh, darn. All right, I guess I should be happy about it. No, I'm not. Whatever. Perfect. And last but not least, we have the coins. So these are just coins and change that we've had from this week. I kept having to remind Daniel to put them in here. So let's go ahead and transfer them. So here is our big jar. This is what we had last week. So you could see we're definitely adding probably double the amount. Oh, and I guess Daniel, this was his way of putting it in here. How lovely. Okay, so we'll open this guy up and we'll grab this. Ooh, now that was satisfying. Okay, so these are the coins that we've had for 2 weeks. Awesome. We'll go ahead and put this back. And again, the goal for this is just to cash it out when it reaches the brim, which will be really exciting. I wonder how long it'll take. That'll be nice to see is how long it takes. And that ends it, folks. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you stuck around to the end and that it was entertaining. I mentioned last week that it was actually quite a fun experience to film, and I think it was fun this week too. So if you liked this video and you enjoyed what you saw, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and join our Living Simple family. We have over 1,000 subscribers, which is super exciting, and I'm looking forward to learning more about you guys, interacting again with the budget community and the cash stuffing community, and learning more and having fun along the way. And that is all.